trial balance. Let us know about the trial balance, its meaning, and how the format of the trial balance will be. Before which, let us see what is the meaning of the trial balance. This is the a term which you are going to refer. It will refer that what are the totals of general ledger balances that will be shown in this trial balance. As we have done in the ledger accounts and we have balanced the accounts, no? So from that balances, a statement is prepared which is called as what? A trial balance before preparing the final accounts. This is helpful. So this will be prepared at a particular period to check whether the debits of the account and the credits of the accounts are equal or not. So this will give you the arithmetical accuracy of all the accounts, and mathematically whether it is correct or not. And we are going to balance that trial balance. So it contains a list of all the general ledger accounts. Once we have prepared the ledger accounts, that will be recorded in this, and after recording in the trial balance only, we are going to prepare the trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet, which are called as what? Combinedly called as what? Final accounts. So this will help to prepare the final accounts, so that wherever any errors occurs, that can be rectified first, and then we can prepare the trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. For that purpose, trial balance is used. So based on this trial balance, we can easily identify whether it belongs to the trading account debit side or credit side, profit and loss account debit side or credit side, whether it is related with uh, assets or liabilities of the balance sheet. So this can be prepared by using two methods which we can use. Most probably we are going to use this balance method. One method is a total method. So in this method, we are going to take the totals of the credit balances and the debit balances of all the ledger accounts, and that total amount will be shown here in this total method. Whereas coming to the balance method, so as we have balanced we have seen the difference between the ledger accounts on debit side and credit side, no? So that amount is considered here to prepare this balance method, taking into consideration balance method to prepare the trial balance. So here only the differences of the debit side and the credit side of the ledger accounts will be considered under this balance method. So let us see what are the advantages of trial balance. So this is beneficiary to the accountants, so that you can find out one advantage of this is arithmetical accuracy can be identified here. So trial balance will be indicating you the arithmetical accuracy of all the accounts of a company. So whether it is whether there is any mistake, any clerical errors are there, that can be identified if you prepare the trial balance, and you can rectify there itself before you go for preparation of the final accounts. So due to the double entry system, every transaction is having two sides, no? One it is debit and one it is credit, as we have seen while writing the journal entries. So that uh, debits and credits, if you are going to consider, and if you are going to match debit amounts and the credit amounts, so if there is no match in this debit side amount and the credit side amount, that will indicate that there is some arithmetical mistakes are there in preparing the ledger accounts or in balancing the ledger accounts. So that can be identified if you prepare the trial balance. Otherwise, if trial balance is not tallied and you are not going to rectify the errors at this stage, the final accounts, that is balance sheet, will not be tallied. You cannot get the equal amount in the in the asset side and the liability side of balance sheet. So that can be identified here itself. So if we see that a trial balance totals are equal, debit amount column and credit amount column are equal, then only we can say that it is balance sheet can be tallied. So another advantage of this is comprehensive. So this is going to be this will be giving us the summary of all the ledger accounts. And the company's accounts and transactions within a specific period only. This summary of ledgers will be used and prepared as a trial balance, and this will be used as a prerequisite for preparing final statements. As I said, this is helpful for preparing the final accounts, no? So that, for that, before, if you prepare this trial balance, that will be helping you to prepare the final statements, financial statements. And then we can easily identify what is the financial status of the company. So in that manner, this is useful. Trial balance is useful. So this will give us a streamline to prepare the final statements of the company. And the shareholders of a company are also going to ask for it, as it is going to give you the comprehensive study of the accounts of a company. So in such case also, trial balance will be prepared by any company. So instead of going for final accounts, before that only, if the shareholders are in need of seeing what is the position of the accounts of any company, so this trial balance can be useful for them. So those are the advantages. So let us see what are the items that you are going to be seen in the debit side and the credit side of a trial balance. So here, as I said, that there will be two columns, one debit amount column and the second column will be the credit amount column. In debit amount column, what are the items can be shown in the debit amount column? That list I am going to give you here. All assets, expenses, all these will be seen in the debit amount column of the trial balance. So like, let us take this list of this land and buildings. So whatever the list that I am giving you in trial balance, in front of these items, the amount will be shown in the debit amount column, so that it will be very clear for you. So to identify what are the items that is related with the debit amount column of trial balance. One, it is all assets will come here. So if you identify the assets, that assets amount should be shown in the debit amount column of trial balance. So one, it is land and buildings, plant and machinery. All these are the assets, fixed assets, furniture and fixtures, office tools, equipments, cash at bank, cash in hand, motor vans, loose tools, and any loss from any sale of any fixed assets, any traveling charges, all the expenses also, which you have seen which you are going to show in the profit and loss account debit side. All these expenses can be seen here. So printing and postage expenses, legal expenses, selling and distribution expenses, debtors. Debtors are current assets, no? Current assets also comes here in debit column of trial balance. The amount will be shown in the debit column of trial balance. Bills receivables, commission paid, any payment, rent paid, salaries paid, interest paid, any discount allowed, opening stock, purchases, prepaid expenses, any prepaid expenses are there, prepaid expenses like prepaid salaries or prepaid rent, prepaid commission, like that. If anything is seen, that also comes under the debit column of trial balance. So advertisement expenses, any bad debts, wages and salaries, bank charges. So all these are the items that are related with the debit column of the trial balance. Let us see what are the items that are related with the credit side of a trial balance. So credit side means in credit side, credit amount column, you are going to show the amount of the list that I am going to show you now. So let us see this like capital, liabilities, all these things are related with the credit balance of a trial balance. So that we can say that it is credit side of trial balance. Let us see this exclusive list of items one by one. Creditors, bank overdraft or any loan, bills payables, sales, purchase returns, common stock, unearned revenues, retained earnings, rent received, any received, interest received. If you see received, that you are going to show in the credit column of the trial balance. Discount from creditors, discount on purchases, dividend received, interest on drawings, bad debts recovered. Bad debts will be shown in the debit column, but bad debts recovered will be shown in the credit column of trial balance. Provision on bad debts, any provision, apprentice premium, and any miscellaneous expenses like sundry income, like that, any income that is received by the company. So all those comes under this credit column of the trial balance. And commission received, bank interest received, any received. If you see the word received with any word, that should be shown in the credit column of the trial balance. That amount should be shown in the credit column of the trial balance. Outstanding income, incomes from investments, bonds payables, any other income, if it is left over, any other income that is that you think that that is related with the company's income. So all those items amount should be shown in the trial balance. So this is the list of the trial balance credit list, we can say. So debit list I have shown you previously, and then now it is a credit list. So these items, when you see in a problem, you are going to show in the credit column of the a credit amount column of the trial balance. So let us see what is the format that you are going to, how you are going to draw the trial balance format. So take here a trial balance of some company as on some date, okay, as a heading. So, and you take three columns. One it is a particulars column, and the other one it is debit amount and credit amount. This is the format. So one by one, as I have shown you the list, no. So according to the list, you are going to show one by one the item name, and if it is related with the debit amount column related item, you show that amount in front of that item in the debit column. If it is related with credit, then you show the amount in the credit column. You need not maintain two particulars column. Particulars will be one by one written, but the amount will be shown accordingly to which debit amount column or to which credit amount column. If it is related, in that column only you are going to identify. That means there only you are going to show it separately. The amount only you are going to show it separately. Particulars will be shown in a sequential order. Okay. So if we do a small, if we are going to take a small example for that, and if you exercise that, then you can understand. So this is what the pro forma is related with the trial balance. I hope you are clear up to here.